Here we go. Oh dear, shit, mate. How you going? Welcome everyone to Spill the Pint podcast. This is our first episode. It's only going to be a short one while we sort of get into what we're talking about and what we're doing and see how it goes. But
and how this is all going to work.
yeah, that's right. So, no, mate, welcome. Good to be doing another podcast with you. You were on a few episodes of Pour It Out that I used to.
Regular guest, I think, is what it came down to.
100%. Yeah. So I thought maybe we could start off by yapping a bit about how we know each other.
Yes. Yep.
Our history in brewing industry as well as podcast stuff. So
that's all you. Podcast is all you.
Well, you've been on our podcast a few times. But, so me, I was a home brewer for probably 6 years, I think. Was a member of IBU out at Ipswich Brewers Union, Home Brew Club, and then was in Vietnam and tasted a pink dragon fruit goza at Pasture Street Brewing and decided I want to do this for a lifelong journey. And came home, and that was the start. But then I was working in IT at the time, and decided I was going to go to TAFE, and TAFE could do part time, and that's where I met you. You and I were in the same TAFE course, learning to brew, and that was in the middle of COVID. So we had a fun introduction to some road trips that got canned because we turned up at the brewery, and then things came out going.
We just made our own.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, but while that was happening, I ended up quitting my IT job, working at Helios Brewing, and you were working at. What were you doing?
Where was I at that point?
At the time? You were doing
Cannon Hill?
Was Brendale, maybe?
Yeah, no, I was at Cannon Hill by then.
Yeah. And then you went to Parched Brewing at West End, and then I ended up going there as well for a bit. And then I've gone on. You were doing. Well, you stayed at Parched for longer. I came and went. By night. Then I went to Catchment Brewing. Smashed my face with an electric scooter. Luckily, they kept me employed. I was there for like 3 months and had to take a month off.
Yeah, I was about to say it wasn't that long.
No, but they looked after me. Alex and Matt.
Yes.
Thank you. And ended up going to. Well, Catchment owned Fortitude at the time, and we had 4 venues in total, and then we bought Ballistic Brewing, and so. Taking that on is an interesting. I've learned a lot working for Catchment Brewing because we bought a number of brands. We had a brand in VA that we were trying to resurrect. We had recall.
Oh, isn't that a fun time?
Oh man, I sort of did everything. We were running events. We had multiple venues. We shut venues down. We opened new ones. There was so much going on, which was good. And then I left there, and I used to drive up the road every afternoon and record the podcast with Phil at Hiker Brewing at Salisbury there, and then ended up getting a job with Hiker because their beers are excellent, and I ran the East.
Anyway, you were spending half your time there anyway, so you may as well work there.
It was good to get paid. To be fair to Phil, though, the first couple of months, I didn't have to pay for beer either, so I was.
It works. It works either way.
Phil's a legend, and Dan. But then late last year. Actually, it was almost mid last year. Finished up.
Jeez, it's been that long already.
Yeah. Finished up at Hiker and went to Carbon 6 Brewing because I wanted to work with Reese because he and I started brewing in my garage together. And he went to Helios beforehand. He went to Four Hearts, and then he's gone to Carbon 6. And I was like, we always said we wanted to work together. So I went there to work, and then the poor guy hurt his back and had to resign.
Had to call it quits.
It's just been pushing shit up a hill ever since, but loving it at Carbon 6. We're doing some good beers. You've come down there and helped us brew. You've Done a few
a couple
things.
of beers.
But
I can't wait.
Well, yeah, and also in the meantime, over all of that, I started Aussie Beer Voyage with my mate Joel.
Yeah.
Traveling around, or like the east coast of Australia, pretty much, to go and interview people and have a chat to them about different, and not just breweries either. Like we spoke to Marianne from Convoy. We spoke to Mick Wuss, the author. We spoke to Amberlin from Amber Hour, doing like apps. Like, not just brewery people. I went out to Andrew at the Hilltop Hops Farm. So heaps of cool experiences, knowledge, and information, and most importantly, beers to chat about.
Yes, definitely. Can't forget the beers.
That's pretty much me. Oh, and then we did our video podcast that Joel and I did, and then I used to do the Pour It Out podcast up in Hiker, which was similar to what we do now, in that we just chat and did news and random shit. But this show is going to be a little bit different. So
yes.
But
when you brought the idea, I was like, this sounds good. So I guess because obviously we met at TAFE. What was I doing? So I'm pretty sure I was at Cannon Hill at that point. I'd been there for a little while. I don't think we had actually gotten the bar properly opened yet.
No, you hadn't.
So
no. It got open,
there was
and then I
chaos
put on my skinhead mask to come and look like Hendo.
That's right. Yes, that's right. I think we'd only been open a couple of weeks at that point when you guys when we did
it wasn't long. Yeah.
No. But before that, I'd done a bit of work at a few other places. I think it's probably been about 4 years at that point, working in different areas and breweries and craft beer sector. From old craft beer bars with the Cardigan Bar at Sandgate, obviously Brendale Brewing, doing some stuff with them, a little bit with Witchwood overseas, and then obviously I was doing I was actually doing Rockstar with Hendo because I was like, getting this getting sort of Cannon Hill all sorted. I need a bit of help here. It's a bit of a weird spot. Usually I'm used to walking into a brewery and it's already operational. So this is a bit weird for me. I'd already done the IBD by then, so he was coaching me and needed a bit more sort of input on sort of quality control stuff. So he says, come and do the TAFE course, which is when we met.
Yep.
And then from there, as we said, then left Cannon Hill, went to Parched. Carl and Pauline had to put into VA, as a lot of breweries were at that point. Then new owners took over, which then obviously got turned into Brew Baron, and I stayed on. They kind of inherited me along with the venue. So I stayed there until, unfortunately, they had to go into liquidation, and the whole brand had to be wound up and all of that. But luckily at that point, Hendo had gone, hey, we need another teacher at TAFE. So it was a bit of a scram rush at the last minute going, hey, we need another teacher. We're a bit overextended at the moment. Come and join. So
you know what they say, is that if you can't do, teach.
Teach. Yeah, 100%. I mean, my track record's not great. So obviously went across and did that. We were at the Brew Lab for quite a few years since the start when we were there. And then that whole project came to an end mid last year very abruptly. So we've been moved over to Mount Gravatt campus, and I've been building a very small brewery for the last 6 months, trying to get that all done.
Yeah.
So that's been a busy time.
And not only that, it'd be remiss of us to not talk about we're not the only beer podcast that's around.
No.
Spill The Pint has an awesome one that they should have been doing one for years ago.
Yes.
British News folded a couple of years ago. Matt Kierkegaard wanted to go off and do more life stuff. He couldn't get the podcast to make a lot of money. And
he needed a break.
Makes sense. Yeah. And then what else was there? The Boss and the Brewer podcast. I think you've got a beer there.
I think if there's be a few listeners that probably remember this one.
Yeah,
that is definitely not getting cracked tonight.
Hang on to that one.
And, that's a share of that one.
Yeah, and the other one is basement quality banter. Coops Angus.
Yep.
But yeah, we just thought we want to do something a bit more fun. So I think the way we're going to plan our podcast is a little bit more structured, I guess, than what I used to do with Pour It Out, in that we just read beer news. And because my favourite thing about beer is that there's so much of it and there's so much news and there's cool shit to talk about all the time. And whether it's yeast or water or hops or malt or the brewers themselves or locations, there's just some cool shit going on all around the world. So I thought it'd be So I thought let's do something a little bit different. So let's talk about some beer news for like 2 or 3 topics, and then we're gonna do like a pub court segment, and which is where you and I bring up a case.
A gripe.
A gripe in the thing. And decide it, and then we'll put it out to the listener jury, and they can decide which side of the fence they're on, and we can come back and say where we're at, and a few other things as well. So this is just, as you and I have said, this is just a trailer sort of welcome episode. If you're still listening at this point, 11 minutes in, thank you.
And we are sorry.
we promise to get better, and we definitely will. But yeah, it's super early. Oh, we haven't asked, and I've been remiss of me. What are you drinking, man? Because I've seen you put down 2 or 3 cans, and I don't even know what you're drinking.
And I think there's only one of them that's open at the moment. So it's the just good old faithful Cooper's Original Pale.
Nice. Yeah. Cracking beer.
Yeah, good solid beer.
I went big because I was like, I need something decent to sit with. And
you went big both ABV and big can as well.
yeah, it was sitting in the fridge. It was nice and shiny, and so I've got the Helios Dionysus, or Dionysus, however you say. I can never say the word. Even when I worked there, I was like, "The fuck do you say this name?"
No, and I'm sure you probably said it a few different times and a few different ways.
Yeah, 100%. But this can art is from when Jake was there. Jake did this.
Yeah, that's right.
And I got that done, and now it's printed on the can as well. It's not just a label. It looks freaking great.
It looks really good. It's a really good label.
Yeah, and not only that, the beer that goes in it is fantastic too. It's always such a good beer. I brewed it with Charlie as well, but it's always a favourite. And I haven't been in to grab the new Kronos at Helios either.
No, either have I. Neither have I. I've got to go in and grab some because they're always a cracking beer.
Yeah. It's that's really, really good. And I think there's still some stock of last year's one in there too. If you, gonna have to do that. That might be a thing. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I always say that I'm gonna try and keep some beers aside for some of these big releases for vertical tastings, but they never last long enough. I never get that.
Unless you buy a 4-pack and you manage to like hide one behind shit at the back.
The only way it's going to happen is if I forget about it. It's the only way.
Right. Yeah. Well, this wasn't mine. I didn't even buy it. Joel came over. This was Joel before Christmas. Came over to my place and he brought it over. And I don't know whether he left it there by mistake or on purpose, but thanks, Joel.
Either way, he knows now.
He knows now, and there's a couple of Cyclops in the fridge too, which I'm happy about because I love that IPA as well.
Yes, you do.
Man, so I thought, how about we just go through, there's a couple of local sort of news stories hanging around up here. So I thought we'd start off with the GABS Hottest 100.
Good call.
Yeah, it's only like a week gone, but how did you think it played out? What are your post thoughts on the GABS Hottest 100?
Look, I have the same thought every year. This year I kept it to myself. Is the usual response from people is, how did that beer win? How come this beer didn't get in? It's just a popularity contest.
I don't worry about what other people say about it.
No. But I find it funny every year. It's the same. It's the same response. It's like, has everyone forgotten that this is exactly the same commentary from last year?
Yep.
But that's what it is. It's a popularity contest. What the most popular beer is. I think the list was actually pretty good and actually representative of sales, which realistically is what popularity is. You can, if it sells.
I reckon you can't tell me that Coopers don't sell more than Mountain Culture.
No. 100%. 100% they do. I don't think
Coopers, I thought Coopers were going to take it out this year. I told that.
I thought they would. Personally, like realistically, if we're looking at pure sales numbers, yes, 100% they would take it out.
Yeah.
But I think to get even up into the second position, that's pretty good for a brand that doesn't really focus on GABS.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do a lot.
I think Phil has always had a good idea on the GABS Hottest 100, and I actually like the idea in that breweries should be forced to put in the amount of litres that they've brewed 12 months previous of that beer to talk about it. And that's like that's an algorithmic curve that gets adjusted for each beer. So, because there's no way that Hiker is brewing a shitload of Horizon that's comparable to to some others.
I mean, even some of the others below it.
Yeah.
There's no way that they are brewing as much.
No, but then like this Dionysus dropped quite a few spots. So did Horizon. But one of my picks did move. I called it big on Filter jumping up a few spaces.
Yes,
they definitely took out a few on the way up. So
yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, what are they? They're now 5th place. So they jumped up 3. Their XPA jumped up 3 spots.
Yeah, big shout out to Maxi because I'm good mates with Max. So
I mean, we've got a couple that have moved around. I mean, remember for a while we could almost completely guess what the top 10 was going to be.
Yeah.
Like there was that 4-year stint where it was almost, even though there might be a little bit of movement, it was pretty much the same beers. But we've got Seeker just cracking into the 10th spot. Yeah. So they jumped up 9 spots.
Good beers
Beer
too.
Farm jumped up 13.
Also great beers.
Yep. One drop. I still the Wee Jam and Smoothie Sour, the fact that it's jumped up from 10 to 8, I just go, how? Like, what? People that is insane.
Beers, I know. It's a visual spectacular.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Especially when you see their ads on Facebook and they got like the 4 different coloured beers. Like, if I do 4 different coloured beers,
yes,
one's like a raspberry, and then I've got like a hazy, and then a dark or a red.
And then there's that blue thing. There was that blue thing.
One drop was got like blue and purple and green and
But I think the list this year is actually a really good split. Like, I mean, I started going through and finding sort of where everyone was sort of categorized. 25 or at minimum 25 of the beers were pale ales.
Yeah.
13.
I would like to see some way that there is a change somehow in that if you're not a big guy and can throw a lot of money behind it and, like
that's it.
I've got 3 or 4 tap rooms now.
Yeah.
That they can monetize marketing through, or even just a QR code above a urinal.
It makes it easy for them.
People to vote, right? Like,
yep.
Which is what I do. I stick them where people are going to be sitting there and be looking at stuff.
Yeah, and that's going to give you a much better chance of getting up high compared to the small little independent brewery.
Yeah.
Sitting out in the western suburbs of Brisbane that may not even can or bottle their product.
Yeah, or get it out to wholesale too much.
Yeah.
Where the footprint of drinkers is
the local area
rather than
Yeah. So that just alone knocks out so many that may enter and just you can't. They have no way of competing, especially when you've got the money backing of Gage Roads, Ben Spoke, Coopers, a Mountain Culture, who all make great beers, but they do have a good amount of finance behind them to be able to boost them up.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, I I don't hang shit on any of the breweries.
No.
Well done for getting in there.
I'm looking at that list going, actually, I drink every single one of those. I'd be really happy to drink every single one of those on that list.
Oh, do you know what I don't drink? The one beer that I just can't get around it, and there's probably a couple of them in here as well, but number 100. I just can't drink mango in beer. Matt serves mango.
Well, clearly, quite a whack of the population agree with you now because it's dropped 50 places.
Oh, it's not that I hate the beer. Like the beer, you drink it and you go, oh, it is what it says it is. There's nothing wrong with it. My thing is, I used to be a cocktail bartender, and we used to have mango puree for mango daiquiris, like frozen daiquiris and margaritas and, anything with mango. So it just was sickly sweet and fruity and overripe fruit. And I just in a beer, I'm like, that's just not what I want in a beer.
No, for me, I can't get behind it either. Clearly, it's a good product. They've had it for, God, it's got to be close to 15 years now. They've been running that mango beer.
I'm pretty sure.
If not longer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been longer than that.
Yeah. I mean, I remember stocking it at a Cardigan bar, which was nearly a little close to 15 years ago.
I think I was going over to Perth, like for work, almost 16, 20 years ago. And, 13 years ago, I was over in Fremantle for Australia Day. So was definitely over there for work 7 years before that. And I'm sure I had one before there. So,
yeah. So, I mean, it's clearly a good seller for them. But clearly for the voting crowd for GABS, it's not up there for them.
Yeah. Yep.
But a whole bunch of the others are still cracking beers. Like, I mean, realistically, that list I think is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really any on there that I wouldn't drink. And the fact I was impressed to see a gluten-free beer get up in the top 100 as well.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, you know what I did like that seems to be resonating with people too is the feral beers.
Yeah, seeing a resurgence of feral, I'm so happy about that.
Yeah, the amount of hog I've had, and so good to see them coming back up. So, Biggie Juice. Oh man, love that beer.
Yep.
Even though it's not called Biggie Juice anymore, but that's how old I am.
What's it called now?
It's just called Biggie. East Coast IPA.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Which is super weird because they're on the West Coast and they could really...
They really...
they could really lay into that, but... mate, we should probably move on because we've been yapping on this for a while. The Royal Queensland Beer Awards, so they are on in about 3 weeks. We'll be judging them. You're judging, are you?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. They're on in about 3 weeks. Entries are still open this week for anyone who missed it the week before, so they've extended.
I think they opened it up another week, didn't they?
Yeah, they've added an extra week, so you've got until Friday to organise it. But if you wanted to get in and get it done, if you're in Sydney, then you need to get your beers to Modus Transport for free to get up here on Friday. So you be quick.
I mean, they're doing free transport though, aren't they? They're doing a deal for that. Yeah, so that's brilliant.
Yeah, it's super cool. As well as from Melbourne and probably from Canberra. I don't know. I haven't looked at the thing because I'm not there. I can just drive the beers.
Yeah. So you guys are entering beers
driving up the highway madly on Friday afternoon to get it there.
Yeah. So you guys are entering beers in.
Yeah. So we've. I think we're putting in probably close to 16 beers total, but that's probably it's probably about 6 beers that are packaged and keg. So
yeah, okay.
Because I've got different batches across some different things, so it's the best thing just to get some feedback, right? So I put them in, see what happens, and also to test our kegging capabilities against the canning, all of that sort of stuff. So
that's it. It's the best way to get feedback on that, especially if you're dropping in both keg and can, to be able to go, hey, clearly our packaged product is not holding up as long as we would like. Let's see what we can do to fix it.
Yeah, and the good thing is we've got a lot of fresh beer at the moment too, and it's just we're releasing 2 beers next week. Just because we planned it so that we could get them out for the awards, but
just.
No, yeah. You need to be on tap, and you need to sell one of them. And if I need to buy 5 schooners of each, then I will. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the awards. This will be the first year that I'm shadow panel chair, which I'm excited by, but also slightly stressed by. But that's okay, because I always find everyone at the tables to be super cool.
Everyone's
very
chill.
informative.
Everyone's chill.
And, yeah.
Yeah, so. It's also the first year that the awards are actually happening at night as well, which would be nice.
Yeah, we'll be good with the Distillery Awards as well.
Distillery. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's going to be great, but also terrifying.
To have some whiskies and gin and tonic. I'm looking forward to this.
That is going to be a long night.
Yep. So long as
that's going to be a really
Beck brings COVID again and I get COVID again.
Yes. No, let's not have that happen.
No, no. Well, I felt bad because I just thought I was losing my voice because I talk all the time, but no. Turns out I was just infecting half of Netherworld.
Infecting everyone.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Mate, this is the last news story that we got. This is just a personal throw out for me from our brewery. So we're doing Crack the Code beer competition across southeast Queensland for the month of February, pretty much. So I've been madly having to create clues to 6 prize caches that are from southern Gold Coast right up past Noosa, and they're all attached to a brewery, and the prize is hidden, and it's only like the size of a decal. The prize is hidden 1 kilometre from 6 different breweries. So the first thing is you got to figure out these 6 different breweries, and then you've got to figure out like where the prize is from there. And the first person to get it, the prizes are fantastic, but where it's been difficult is with the rise of AI, having to write out all these codes and figure it all out, and then push it through AI to see if AI can figure it out. And because I've been using AI to configure it, it goes, oh, yeah, I know what this is. And I go, no. Pretend you don't know anything about this thing.
Yes.
You work it out. And then it just has a conniption and be like, no.
Connection lost.
It's like,
computer says no.
That's right. Oh, dear. But yeah,
has anyone found any of the pieces yet?
Not that I'm aware, because I've got. So what the prize puzzle is a puzzle piece. It's pre-cut out, and on one side it's a big decal. So when all 6 pieces are together, it's a logo of Carbon 6. But on the back of each piece, there's an email address to do or a QR code to scan, and from there you'll be able to. It sends the email direct to me, and I'll know exactly what's going on. So
yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty exciting. Like I'm looking forward to seeing how many people can figure it out and what they do. The clues, I'm not going to lie, they're hard because it's a big prize. Like the prize is every brewery that's involved is donating 6 4-packs. So everyone who wins a prize gets a 4-pack from each brewery that's involved.
Yeah, right.
The brewery that they find the prize next to, they get.
Oh, right. Oh, so one from all of them. So they get 6 4-packs.
A mixed case.
Yeah, right.
Like of 24 beers, or a shirt, depends on the brewery, because some of them, not everyone cans all their beers.
Yep.
They get a copy of Mick West's book, The Beer Drinker's Toolkit.
Nice.
They get a half-day tour with Hop On Brewery Tours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they get to come to the brewery on a brew day because we're brewing the Crack the Code beer. So they get to come on a brew day and check out the brew day, what goes on. They get to come for canning day when we can the beer, which is a big collaboration between the 6 breweries and all the sponsors as well. So the whole prize pack as well is sponsored by, or the whole competition is sponsored by, obviously us, Hop On, Mick Wust, and then most essentially Cryer Malt and Clayton Hops and Newmaker Yeast. So
yeah, nice.
All chipping in with some products, and they're all going to come along to the brew day as well. And then we've also got, they get 2 cases of the beer to take home, and they get 2 pints across the bar as well. So
Jeez.
it's a big price. So I'm not just going to give it away and make it easy. The clues and it might seem nasty now. Like if you go onto the website and look at the blog and read the clues, it might seem difficult because it is, because it's only 3 clues out. So
how many clues are you putting out in total?
Well, it runs for the month of February, so there'll be 16 clues in total. So so next week's clues, because I've written them all already. Next week's clues are a lot easier, and they reference this week's clues. But then the third week's clues get even easier and easier, to the point, because I want these things to be found. I don't just want them to be out in the nether and everyone going, "This is a shit competition." It will get found, but the easiest way to find the pieces is to work out the breweries. And once you can work out a brewery that's close to you, and you can go there, and then each brewery has a clue inside their brewery. And it's different for every brewery has a different clue. And on the clue, there's a QR code for them to check out. And that goes to a special place, and they've got to work out how to get their clue from that. Like, it's diabolical, but at the end of the competition, when it all gets displayed and say, "Here's how you could have worked it out," and this, like, people will be hitting each other and be like, "I told you that's what it's meant." And
it's going to be one of those times where people go, "Oh, I know that place."
Or
nice.
I walked right past it. I said it might be there, and it never was. But so a lot of wordplay, a lot of tie-ins, a lot of puns, a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of numerical factors, a lot of different ways of doing clues. There's limericks, there's haikus. I've got all sorts of stuff to play with, and it's just some fun. So
yeah, that'll be good fun. Yeah, I'm sure whoever wins that is going to be really happy with the prizes.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'd love to win it. That's why I'm doing it.
You just join in anyway.
Yeah, well, that's it. Now, mate, let's move on to our next, I don't know, segment, I guess you call it. Pub court.
Yeah.
So this is where we're going to do this every week, and then you, the audience, get to be the jury, and we're going to put it up on Aussie Beer Voyage Social, and you can vote for what you think, is who won, whether the defence has won or the prosecution. and there's no there are some sentence ideas there, like drink a warm lager or you shout next beer round, but it's not. We're just going to do you win or lose. But I'm going to be on the defence for this one. So I'm arguing for the accused. So and you're arguing. You're arguing against them. So this one, the topic that we're arguing about today is bringing your own beer to a barbecue and not sharing it. And in my defence, Your Honour, if I know that I'm going to someone's house that doesn't drink craft beer, or they only have it when I'm around, why would I want to bring 6 like Rattenhuns or, a 4-pack of Dionysus and share it if everyone else at the party hasn't also bought beers that they're sharing? If that hasn't been made clear at the start that this is a sharing event, because I know you know as well, you come to them. I have those beer events where I say bring a beer to share, so that we can all, well, it's just pretty much so that we all get to break out our 750ml stouts and funky beers we've all been carrying around for months that you don't want to drink a whole one of, or 6 different ones on your own in one night. But I think that if you are rolling up to a barbecue and you've spent $37 on a 4-pack of really, really good beer, and old mate's there with some Carlton Colds or Great Northern or even Bolter XPAs. Why is it up to me to share my exceptionally tasty craft beers with the rest of the population that's there who might not even appreciate the beer, like the guys that have one sip and go, ugh, and don't like it? That irks the shit out of me. Case closed.
Fair.
Now, when I was writing this out, I will say, I didn't really understand. I didn't read properly. What I actually had to do was the defence. I should have put myself as the prosecution because I think the argument is way stronger.
You had to make a lot of technicalities there to make that argument.
Because I'm such an empath. I love to share my beers and hey, this is what I've got. Try this.
I know. As soon as you said not sharing beer, I'm like, have you read the question?
I know, but I had to. That's the side. I'm on the defence.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to make the point, and it's a really nasty technicality, is it doesn't say anything about craft beer. Now, I think if you're rocking up to a barbecue and and I'm going to say the complete opposite, and you're bringing a slab of Carlton Dry or VB and you're not sharing it, that's a dog move. If you're bringing a carton of beer.
Yeah, that's a dog move. I'm on your side.
That is not a fun thing to do.
No.
I think if barbecues are going to be sharing. Now, if someone's putting a barbecue on, it's either going to be one of two things. It's either going to be a bring a plate.
Yep.
Or they're going to be putting the food on.
Yeah.
And in either one of those cases, you need to bring something to share.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're bringing in beer, I mean, I can't even remember the last time that I went to someone's barbecue or someone's place where there wasn't something to share. That the person that's hosting is not sharing anything. That seems a very weird barbecue or house party to turn up to.
That's true.
To a place where you're not going to be sharing.
Yep, we need.
So I think if you turn up to,
I'm going to buy an egg timer. We need to have an egg timer for these things so that we've got a minute to argue our point. Next time,
I'm done.
Yep. Well, I'm going to say you won. But we're going to put it out to the jury. We'll put it out to the jury. We'll put a poll up on our on Aussie Beer Voyage Facebook page and see what the jury vote. And we'll check back on this result next week. So you'll be able to
next week
able to know next week what it was. So the public verdict now.
See who's next week.
Yeah. So next week. Which one do you want to do? We've got a few here. Let's go number 6.
Number 6. Where is it? Oh, yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I already feel grubby about that one.
Yeah.
I feel dirty about that one.
That's number 6. We need to flip a coin next week as well to decide who's on. So you got to come prepared with arguments for both sides, and we'll flip a coin to decide who does which, the defence or prosecution, and we'll sort that next week. That sounds
good to me.
Yep. So keep an eye on social media for Aussie Beer Voyage, and we'll put up this week's question, and you vote whether you're on defence or prosecution for this person.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Hey, I could be wrong, and everyone goes, "No, if you're bringing beer, unless it's already predetermined, they might decide with you."
Yeah. It's. I sometimes that is the case. I've got a mate. All he drinks is Peroni Lagrara, Lajara, whatever you call it.
Lagara, yeah.
It's the mid Peroni,
the mid strength.
Yeah,
the mid strength Peroni. Yeah.
Yep. But every time I rock up with my good beers, he'll drink my beers he doesn't even like beer. He only drinks the Peroni because they're lower in carbs. And then I bring my beers, and he goes, "Oh, these taste great," and proceeds to drink a couple of them. He goes, "You can have one of mine if you want." Like, no, I don't want one of yours. I don't want any of yours. I want mine back. Stop drinking mine. I'm trying to upsell him. I'm like, dude, there's so much lactose in that.
Oh God, yeah.
Mate, we are at 40 minutes. We said this was going to be a quick episode, and we've waffled, so we need to be a bit more succinct and
a bit more organised.
100%. Yep. But welcome to Spill the Pint. Next week we're going to have some worldly news and chat about some cool topics. We'll also do the pub court again. We've got a new charge that's needed to be read out and a dilemma. And we'll go through that. We'll also go through this week's one and who won. And yeah, thanks very much for listening. If you've made it this far, and cheers.
Again, we apologise.
I don't apologise. I love the sound of my own voice. I listen to my own podcast. That's how I roll. But I do listen to myself at 1.3 speed, and I cut out the silence, and then it doesn't sound like me, so it's good.
It drops it down to 20 minutes then.
It does. Yep. It's great. Get through one on the way.
All right.
Good.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll catch you next week, and we'll have another fun time.
100%, man. On that, cheers, and see you later.